question, the member from Kitchener-Conestoga.
Yes, Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services. Minister, recently a Waterloo firefighter who was diagnosed with a presumptive cancer almost lost his full-time benefits just because he volunteered in another community. Shameful. In response to this news, 2 double hatters just this week handed in their resignation at the Wellesley Fire Department. And if action isn't taken soon, many more resignations will likely fall at fire halls across the region. In fact, the local fire association is now advising its members not to volunteer in Wilmot, Wellesley, and Woolwich. Minister, this is a major public safety issue. So what steps will you take to keep our rural communities safe across this province of Ontario?
Minister of Community and Safety. Thank you. The Minister of Community Safety and Security and Corrections. Minister of Labour.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Speaker, and thank the member opposite for the question. We have had the opportunity to speak on this particular issue, and obviously I cannot comment on the specifics of the issue, but I have undertaken, Speaker, to the member opposite to look into broadly what rules are applied from WSIB when it comes to treatment of firefighters who may be full-time, part-time, or volunteer. Speakers, we know that firefighters are vital to keeping our community safe. You know, when there's a fire, as we all are rushing out, they're the one who rush in, and every day they risk their lives to protect our lives, Speaker. And that is why, Speaker, our government has made it easier for full-time, part-time, and volunteer firefighters and fire investigators, those who suffer fire-related illnesses, to qualify for workplace insurance benefits. As you know, we currently presume 8 types of cancer as and heart-related injuries suffered by firefighters as presumed to be work-related unless proven otherwise.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, the last thing a firefighter suffering from cancer should have to deal with is uncertainty regarding workplace compensation. But that's exactly what's happening now because of a serious gap in the provincial legislation. There are no guidelines in the Workplace Safety and Insurance Act for double hatters. To make up for this deficiency, the WSIB has stated that a double hatter's last employer should be responsible for compensation. The trouble with this rule is that the double hatters could lose their full-time benefits just because they've last fought a fire as a volunteer in a different community. Minister, will you address this legal gap to ensure that full-time firefighters suffering from cancer get the benefits they deserve?
Hear, hear. Thank you. Minister.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, I think all members in the House will agree that when we're talking about protecting the lives of our firefighters, we will not for a single second assume or presume or argue that that's a partisan issue. Speaker, it's not. And that's why I've undertaken to the member opposite that I look forward to working with him in identifying what the problem is, and if there is one, and then working on creating the solutions around it. And that's my word, and I'm very pleased to see that. But Speaker, we're also very proud in this House, and I thank all of the members who've spoken on making sure that firefighters, when it comes to extending presumptive conditions, are met. I'm very proud of the private members' bill that the member of Vaughan has tabled in adding additional 6 more cancers to that presumptive list, and we're working very closely with firefighters to find ways to make that happen as well, Speaker.